Hello everyone, welcome to News Extra, and I have Becca Tompkins, the Marketing Director for First State Bank with me today. We're talking about the Gift of Love campaign, specifically the Truck of Love to start things off with, which is literally just around the corner.
Yeah, it's coming up really quick. This is just, our Truck of Love is the final piece of our Gift of Love program. This is our 38th year of being able to run this program, and it just continues to grow and be an amazing love from the community, and that's the only way that we can do it, is because the community continues to support us. So the Truck of Love really just rounds things out. We've been running our tree of names, and so the truck really, what it does, how it functions in our community, is that the children that win on the tree, they're broken down, they're just stuck on the tree. So the families are broken down. People do the family here, people do a child here. And so at the end of the day, the Knights of Columbus want these kids to have the best Christmas ever. And so they make sure that that the kids are having a nice Christmas. So if Johnny got 5 gifts and Sally only got 2, they use those toys from the truck to make sure that the gifts
Balance
are even.
things out,
It doesn't matter. Kids are kids. It doesn't matter what socioeconomic background they come from. They count packages. And so we want to make sure that nobody's left without. So. Plus, it is just an amazing way for moms and dads to go through toy boxes before Santa comes.
I was going to say, because it's not just new toys, it's also gently used.
Gently used toys, absolutely. It's a great way of, one, being able to have your kids see that giving back, that those things do matter. It's a great way to get toy boxes emptied because Santa's coming right around the corner. And every year, it's amazing to see these 2- and 3-year-old kids that bring their trikes that they're outgrown, or the dolls that they don't want, and they physically put them on the truck. And it's just such a great way of fostering that give back to the community. So we love to see that. We will absolutely take new toys. We'll take gently used toys that day. And I guess I should mention it's Saturday, December 14th.
Right there at the Broadway
Right
location.
at our Broadway location. We just pull the cross-country freight solution truck into our parking lot, and you can just drive in. You don't really even have to get out of your car. It's like Walmart pickup backwards. We'll take it out of your car for you. You just drive in, and our elves will pull it out and put it on where it needs to go. So that day we'll also, you clean out the coat closet. We'll take gently used coats as well as new coats. That day, those coats go to the Lakota Lutheran Center, and Pastor Will gives those out actually all year long. We had that cold snap at the end of October. He pulled out what was left, and he texted me and said, "This is amazing. These people are so grateful to be able to have a coat right now." And so those coats absolutely are used within the community. New coats as well, if you've got any, if you want to do some adult new coats.
I was going to say, an adult should keep that in mind, because even kids, older kids tend to be close to the adult sizes.
Adult sizes, absolutely. And so those are used. We also will take non-perishable food items that day. So if you don't have a child that is raiding your closet at home for the canned food drive that we're doing through the schools, that we'll talk about in a little bit, and you want to donate some food, that food goes to the Valley Christian Neighbors in Need. They utilize that for the food baskets that they give to the family that's part of the program. And then whatever is left in there, through our food collection program, we've been able to collect 10 tons of food.
Wow.
So Pam and the VCNN use what they need, and then we distribute that through the other food pantries. So it's a nice injection for them at this time of year.
And I was going to say, Mom and Dad shouldn't be surprised if the kids raid the pantry a little bit for some non-perishable food items for the drive that's going through the schools.
The schools, yes, right. We challenge the schools every year to participate. And the winning school gets a free movie showing at the Midwest Theater of the holiday movie. And so it's become quite the competition. So we have 7 schools that are participating. Lincoln Heights, Northfield, Minnetonka Elementary, Community Christian School, Lincoln, and Roosevelt.
Okay.
Are all participating in that. So it's become, and we have some past winners that are, I think, trying to win again. And I heard from one of the teachers at one of the schools last night actually about a cart, a dolly cart that had to happen because of a parent. So it's amazing. It's just so heartwarming to have all of these kids getting behind our mission and being able to do that. So it's really exciting.
Of course, there are more components to the Gift of Love campaign that's currently underway, and we'll be back with Becca in just a moment to talk about those. And we're back on News Extra, and I'm talking with Becca Tompkins, who's the Marketing Director with First State Bank. We're talking the Gift of Love campaign, which is currently underway. couple more components that we need to talk about with the gift of love. Of course, the tree of names is still active at this time.
Absolutely. The most focal part of our program is our tree of names. And those names come from the CAPWIN holiday application process. The Valley Christian Neighbors in Need, they pick 100 families, and the children within those families go on our tree. And so Pam picks a few of those throughout the season, and so we're coming up into the last families that she will pick. So we still have names on the trees of children, so you can come in and get those children and just add them to your holiday shopping. Black Friday's coming up, and so if you feel led to be able to add one more name to your list to get some of those great deals, we absolutely encourage that. We've already had gifts coming back. We have about 5 bikes sitting in our lobby already. Great. And it's just amazing to see. Like I said, the only word we can use to describe it is love, because that is all it is the love from the community for these children that they don't even know. So, and just to see the pile begin of the love, it's just amazing. So even if you just want to stop down and see, at the week of the 11th that week, and just see what the community pulls together to do, it's heartwarming, and we cannot say thank you enough.
And the requests for the kids range anywhere from basic needs,
Absolutely.
necessities, all the way, of course, to maybe something that they might consider a luxury item.
Right.
These are kids, naturally.
Absolutely.
So they're going to ask for those things.
Yeah, absolutely. We go from the complete range. We have small babies that they ask for diapers, wipes, simple utilitarian things like that. The mid-range kids, socks, underwears, gloves, mittens, hats, blankets. I've seen a ton of blankets this year. Last year it was books. It's amazing how these themes come every year. This year it's blankets and bedding and that kind of stuff. We had somebody ask, need a mattress. It's very utilitarian things. But then, they're also kids. So you get into the older kids, they're wanting tablets and Xboxes and that kind of stuff because it is their wish list.
Sure.
So we do not require that you purchase that for them. But if you feel led, I love to think about the smile on the face of the child that receives that if that's what they're asking for. So, it's a wide variety. And so we just ask that one new item is purchased for that child. You can go off those tags. You can go as wild or as conservative as you want, or as you yourself are able to. So it's a great thing to see, and we really appreciate the community coming in and supporting these kids.
And of course, the Coats for Kids campaign continues all the way through the end of the month of December.
Yeah, a coat is a need. Yeah. It is not a want. And so we donate, us and the Shriners Club donate new coats to CAPWIN to be able to give out, but then we also leave that as a donation piece as well. If you're out and you're picking up a coat for your kid, if you pick up another one, that is for new coats at that time. And so we just give those to CAPWIN, and they have a collection and then a selection that when the kids come in for the application process, if they're needing a coat, they can just kind of go and give them one instead of having to wait till the end of December.
Sure.
So we do run that through the end of December, partly because those coats that come in later in the year, like when they go on sale and that kind of stuff, they just stockpile to begin the next season.
Yeah, and of course January through March, technically
and it's
the
cold as well. That is
time
cold as well. So then they have some, if a family walks in and says, well, my child grew and I need a coat. So the love is withstanding throughout more than just this season.
Yeah, so the Gift of Love campaign in full swing right now, an opportunity for you to give back to those who may not be as fortunate as yourselves, make their holiday a little bit brighter. Black Friday and Small Business Saturday just around the corner.
Absolutely.
Opportunity to maybe pick up a bargain here and there and make a donation to the campaign. Becca, thank you very much for joining us
Thank
today.
you for supporting us and letting us come in.